Welcome back everyone, I'm Craven and this is Trials of Mana. We have arrived at the city of Wendell, and last time it was nighttime and we checked out the entire city, grabbing up chests, looking at sparkly bits to pick them up, and of course talked to whoever was awake. But we did notice that a lot of the people were sleeping in their houses, which of course, seeing as how it is the time of day, it is very logical they're doing so. But I still want to have a little check around now that everybody is awake and see what they're saying. His Eminence granddaughter Charlotte is missing. Everyone's talking about it. The Temple of Light is north of town.
He's one of the temple priests, is so cool.
Yeah, and we are here to go to the church to talk to the high priest, because we want to see if he can bring Carl back, our darling little pup that we basically euthanized. I'm so glad I consulted with the priest of light. Now I can hold my head up high when I return home. You can buy equipment and weapons here in Wendell. If only the world had no need for such dangerous tools of violence. Okay, and he is there night and day. It's such fine weather. I think I'll head to the Temple of Light.
Many worshippers come from far and wide to visit the Temple of Light.
Yeah, because the high priest is actually quite popular with the crowd.
Charlotte, you promised Eminence is not angry. Please stop hiding.
Yes, he's somewhere in town.
We found her.
I think the rest just hasn't found her yet, because she's behind that building. So let's talk to her before we head over to the church.
Grandpa probably is mad at me.
Maybe. And also, between the episodes, I went back to the cave just to check out if we missed any branching paths. Because we did see a chest on the other side of a river inside the caverns, but we didn't miss anything. So that's good, that's really good. And I did level up with Kevin, so while we're at it, let's go with training, because we haven't distributed Charlotte's point at all, so that will not do. Let's see if we can put some points in something else than strength for Kevin. And we know that spirit and intelligence will not be used by him because he's plainly being a heavy-duty brawler, so yes. So the one I want is stamina and maybe a few points in luck. But not getting knocked back could be a very advantageous skill for him to have. And especially when we're talking about Forsake, like 5% chance of cancelling out damage from opponents. Sounds very interesting. So I'm gonna put 1 point in stamina. And the next level we're gonna put in here as well. So we do get ward off with 10% chance of decreasing damage from opponents by 50%. Which is very nice if that happens. Alright, let's go to Charlotte. Well, she is from herself a little bit weak, so I would like to put it a little bit up there. So we're gonna put 2 points in strength, HP plus 5, which is not a lot. Defender, that's not necessarily wanting to have it, so we're not gonna equip this because it decreases attack power. Why would you want that? And overall, I still don't know for sure if intelligence is for healing and spirit is for magic, or the other way around, because both have move sets that placate this, because spirit has healing light magic, yes, so that's one we definitely want, and intelligence have increased healing skills, so yeah. For now, I'm gonna put 2 points into the spirit, because that we go to healing light, which is locked, but I'm pretty sure soon it will be unlocked, and then we have an actual healer in our team, which is very good. And where are we gonna put the last in? The damage to enemy not targeting the player increased by 10%. 15% chance of retaining 1 HP. Again, luck skill so far has been really good. So where are we gonna put that last point in? We could do with an extra strength. So attack power increased 5% when HP is 80% or above, which should be a lot of the time, because Kevin should take the brunt of it, because he is our main melee fighter. For now, let's put some more strength point in, and of course, if any of you watching my episodes and have suggestions on how to distribute our points, feel free to let me know how you see as we need to build this, because I think a lot of things work. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. Be up. Power attack damage increased by 5%. Healing light. Equip learned ability. Yes. So. Ooh. Okay, so that's what chained ability actually does. It's not that you use it when both people have it, it's that you can use a skill set from another person. Okay, now I understand. So deal damage increased by 50% and HP drops below 30. No, might as well equip both. Since she only has... oh wait, this icon is equipped with Kevin, remove and give to Charlotte. Okay, so only one person can equip this. Then I want to leave it at Kevin's for now. And of course, in the end, we're gonna learn a lot more moves than this one. So for now, I think we're good. So let's go over to the Church of Light. Yes, main menu, which you will be using a lot in this game. It does everything from equipping to retaining your points and tutorials. Yes. And this place was huge, so...
Huh?
Let's see what they say. I think Charlotte is gonna hide herself, because she's scared.
I think I'll wait out here. I left without telling Grandpa. He's probably really mad at me.
Charlotte left the party. She'll be fine. She lives here, so she knows the place. I'd heard tales, but the Tip of Light is truly breathtaking. I think I'll wait out here. I left without telling Grandpa. He's probably really mad at me. It's fine, Charlotte will be back. Wendell supports all people. Everyone makes a journey to this land to pray for the goddess of Mana blessing at least once in their lives. Yeah, so a lot of people come here. I think you should get a souvenir shop in town. Just like a calling card which says, I was here, and a picture of yourself in the background. I think it will do well. I do want to check everywhere for the sparklies. And of course the potential of seeds. Yeah, this bush is very unfortunately looking like a very phallic symbol. Okay, let's go into the building and remove ourselves from those illicit bushes. The mountains above the caverns once held the shimmering capital. It's where the Mana goddess first came to our world. Now there are only ruins left. Have you heard of the spring steppers? They're strange mushrooms that grow in the forest. Jump on them and they'll help you reach higher places. Unless they're not set in the right direction and they'll send you towards Reese or somebody else. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Mick. There have been weird thumping noises coming from Cascade Caverns lately. What could they be? I don't know. Maybe the elements running amok? Another couple of wishes.
longer. Can we break this? Yep.
His Eminence is inside the Temple of Light. You will find His Eminence in the large temple in the center of the city. Anything on this side?
Not even a sparkly.
Yeah, we definitely need to check some of the places where we had chests in the opening. Just to confirm what the game said, that it isn't recording everything you do. It's just retelling the story of her opening if you had chosen her. So let's go upstairs, because I remember that I took a chest from there.
Oh dear, where could Charlotte be? Isn't the view from here beautiful?
It really is. They made a really beautiful looking game.
Chocolate!
It's always time for chocolate. Not a lot of sparkly place in this. You would think that in a holy place there will be a lot of sparklings. And the chest is closed, so we got our confirmation. Do not shout while you're on temple grounds. No running on temple grounds. Ooh, did I see Mick? I think that's Mick. Let's see.
I was with my mom a second ago, but I got a little lost.
So, no Mick? Oh well, all kids look alike sometimes. Especially in video games.
Piece of candy.
Who does lead? Ah, courtyards.
I met Charlotte once. I thought she was my age, but she was old. And then she got mad at me. The Priest of Life was so nice. He's a funny old man.
Any sparkly? No. I think on the other side is where we got our first chest, so we'll definitely want to move to the other side. Ancient ruins blessed by the Lightstone are in the mountains above Cascade Caverns. You know what, I can just cross this room. It'll be way quicker. There have been weird thumping noises coming from Cascade Caverns lately. Ah, stop repeating yourself, people. The temple here in Wendell was built so close to the ruins in order to protect the Lightstone.
I try to find the time to pray to the Mana Goddess every day.
I'm so thankful to have a chance to speak with His Eminence, but I believe my son has wandered off. Where did he go? Well, if your son is the one that misses his mom, he's upstairs.
Wendell supports all people. Everyone makes a journey to lend the praise of the goddess, blessing at least once in their lives. Chocolate! Give me chocolate.
Alright, let's go back inside, talk to the High Priestess of Light. And see if he can help us with Carl. Or at least to see if he's still mad at Charlotte or not.
Please, accept the Goddess of Mana's blessings.
Priest! Carl! Bring Carl back! Friend! He's my only friend! Carl, the wolf pup!
What is your name, son? I see. Listen well, Kevin. The gift of life comes with the inevitability of death. Nothing can replace a life lost, nor bring back a soul who is no longer with us. That is why the gift is so precious. But death is simply how new life begins. Though Carl cannot return to his previous life, his soul will live on in your heart. Do you understand?
But... Carl... He's...
Keep the memory of him alive in your heart, young one. And someday Carl may be reborn into your life again. Do not give up hope.
No! This is the King's fault! Won't forgive him for what he did! To Carl!
Wait! I have something to say. Your evidence. Please listen. I have come from the Sanctuary of Mana to tell you that the Mana Tree is withering. Mana power grows weaker by the day.
Withering? But without the Mana Tree, the seals on the Mana Stones will break. The Benevodons will be released into the world.
What?
You're acting like this doesn't affect you. You've been chosen by Fairy. This means that you alone can retrieve the Sword of Mana from the Sanctuary.
What? Fairy? What's he talking about?
I'm sorry. With the mana in the world so depleted, a fairy can't leave the Sanctuary for long without a host. If I hadn't found you, I wouldn't have made it.
But Fairy's better now, yeah? We made it to Wendell. You do not need me anymore, so go to the old man instead.
Would that I were able to bear your burdens. However, once a fairy finds a host, they are bound to them for their whole life. Only death can part them.
Huh? Don't need a mana sword. I need revenge on the one who hurt Carl. Can't get distracted.
Kevin, I'm sure you already know you don't have the strength to defeat the King of Ferolia. Not with your power right now. But with the Sword of Mana, you would.
What? Stronger than the king? Really? But what is the Sword of Mana?
The Sword of Mana is the embodiment of the ancient power of Mana, guiding force of spirits. It is an alternate form of the golden wand used to create the world itself. The one who holds the Mana Sword gains awesome power. The sword lies in the roots of the Mana Tree, waiting. Before the Mana Tree withers completely, you must reclaim the sword and awaken the Goddess of Mana once more. She alone can bring peace to the realm and grant your wish.
I get that sword. I can defeat the king? Done! Where is the Sanctuary of Mana?
I am so sorry. But with mana so depleted, I don't have enough power to open the portal to the Sanctuary. Not by myself.
Throughout the world are 8 points of mana energy, mana stones, sealing away the fearsome Benevodons. If you activate the Mana Stones, the portal connecting our world to the Sanctuary of Mana should appear. Through that portal is the Sanctuary. However, you should know that the energy inside the 8 Mana Stones was sealed on purpose as the Mana Goddess began her slumber.
What do I do?
In ages past, there once was an ancient spell used to control the energy from the Mana Stones and bend it to the user's will. However, countries refused to allow each other any control of the spell and use of the Mana Stones. The war that followed caused unspeakable damage. It was nearly as destructive as the sealed Benevodons. The survivors cursed the magic to avoid future tragedy and forbade anyone from using it. Now the life of any person who uses the spell will be forfeit. There is no longer anyone alive who knows how to work this cursed spell.
No hope?
There may be one way. If we borrow the powers of the elemental spirits that reside near the Mana Stones instead, I can combine their powers with what remains of mine to open the portal for everyone.
Splendid! This is a relief. If you wish to find a Mana Stone, I've heard many say that the Lightstone is in Cascade Cavern, guarded by the elemental Lumina. It is the cavern you pass through in order to reach here. Take Fairy. With what remains of her power, she can help you find Lumina in the cavern. See if you may borrow his light powers.
The Priest of Light's faith has granted you a new ability. HP boost. Priest of Light chain ability, base HP increased by 30. Oh, that's a decent increase compared to the 5 that Charlotte had. But yeah, Kevin is really of simple mind. Just tell him, you need more power, sword is more power, go get sword. Easy as peasy, yes. Chained abilities. Chain abilities can be used by all party members. Learn more abilities by allocating training points and meeting people along your journey. You may learn chain abilities from quite unexpected acquaintances. Alright. Splendid! This is a relief. If you wish to find a Mana Stone, I've heard many say that the Lightstone is in Cascade Caverns, guarded by the elemental Lumina. It's the cavern you passed through in order to reach here. Take Fairy. With what remains of her power, she can help you find Lumina in the cavern. See if you may borrow his light powers. Yes, same thing he said in the cutscene. Alright. Easy. Let's go back outside, pick up Charlotte. Maybe she still wants to come with us. And then we can see if we can talk to this Lumina and ask if we can use the power of mana. And maybe that will unlock the healing power left in Charlotte.
Don't leave me behind. I need to save Heath. I'm coming with you, whether you like it or not.
I picked you, so I guess I like it. We do need some cuteness in our life. Partial or full recovery. Yes, I remember healing outside and inside a battle, of course. Yeah, we've already been to the shops, we've slept at the inn. Our CS powers are almost maxed out, so I don't see any other reason to stay here, so let's just go. Or do we want to check the bar for a second, just to see if there are any new people coming around? Like one of the other characters. It is very empty here during the day. Sorry, we're closed until evening. Come back later. Ah, okay, that's more logical. Not all people drink in the morning. Alright. I guess we need to go back into the caverns, and I think I know where we need to be. You know that ledge that were up at the beginning of the cavern? I think that's where we need to be. Because it felt like something needed to happen there. And so far as we know, the only thing that happened there was that Charlotte fell down in that place. I want to see if we go there with our fairy, she can maybe make something magical happen to help us cross to the other side.
Don't worry, I've got this.
One down. Run.
Ah, got it before he pulled me to sleep. Yeah, with all the extra points I put in strength, I think for now we're strong enough for these level of enemies.
Be careful. This could get ugly.
And the one thing I really need to learn is to keep an eye out for Charlotte, her MP and her HP. I did put her statistics on don't use under 50% unless you're instructed.
My turn. Next.
So she doesn't blow all her MP right at the beginning.
Can't you tell? We are getting strong.
And also, I made sure that they cannot use items unless instructed. Because I've played enough other RPGs like Tales to know that if you let characters roam free to do whatever they want, they blow through their entire MP stand and then use items for the heck of it until they're up and gone. So we want to make sure that that's fine.
Wait, stop. There's mana power coming from the waterfall. See that strange hole? Further up. I bet Lumina is in there.
Yeah, and that's also a big difference I noticed in this game. This game is a lot more clear on where you need to go. Of course with the star, but also with its instructions. With the original one, sometimes I had the problem of figuring out where we actually need to go. Which is nice, because that's really old school, like not no hand holding. But it was also frustrating at times. So basically, I partially like it that it's telling us a little bit more on what we actually need to be doing, but also it takes it a little bit away of our own exploration abilities.
Don't worry, I've got this.
Stronger than you think.
And I do like the animation of the moveset, but I do have a feeling that eventually I might put them on shorts.
All of us together.
Because we're gonna get some abilities that will increase our CS gauge a lot faster. We'll use more moves a lot more too.
And with that, peace has returned.
You know what? Since we are here, we might as well recover our HP MP. No, it's too soon. I'm sure if there's something big trying to attack us in the next area, I'm pretty sure we're gonna find a safe point there as well.
Is that the hole? Fairy said we have to get there. But how do we do that?
Oh, right. I forgot you can't fly. I think I can use the residual mana power in the waterfall to get you over there. Let's give it a try.
Yes, he doesn't have enough power to take us to the sanctuary, but a few feet sure is a possibility. Ha! Gotta love that little magical creature. Yeah, and I think... What the... Wow, he has a shield. He's candy. Okay, so enemy are starting to have shields. Oh, that's fine. We will take them down anyway. Means that maybe we need to use like harder attacks to break through it first.
Take down the enemy. Got you. Got you. One down.
Alright, that's that. I was trying to go for the aerial combatants first. Because you cannot spam moves that you really need to jump and then attack. Okay, so got something up there. Maybe that is a quicker way down later.
We can take this enemy out in no time.
One down.
Let's focus on finding Lumina. Then let's go. Oh,
No,
I gotta bring
no
Heath
worry,
back.
we will go. But you're talking to an RPG, well, let us say noob fan. And we do want to get all items that reside in these caverns.
Take down the enemy. One down.
All done.
Alright, love the bonus. Shade time of day. So that means we get to transform and do a lot more what the hell?
Menace. Defeated quickly in one down.
Oh god, they have poison.
That's how it's done.
How long does this last? Okay, this is already taking too long, so let's go to the menu. I could also use the wheel for it, of course. Oh, set items, so I really need to use the ring in order to get there.
Here.
Alright, okay, so zombies are bad. I should have known that, come on, they're zombies, so they're always bad. But basically their touch is already poisoned. I thought it was going to be like a breath or something that would throw the poison on me, so we need to be extra careful around those. And this is the first time that I actually have to feel that we do need certain items. When we're going out to the cave.
Got you. Got you.
Let's focus on finding
Damn,
Lumina.
that was a big group.
Yes. To bring Carl back.
Yeah, even though the Priest of Light said, you cannot bring Carl back, but you gotta keep hope. He only heard, keep hope. Piece of candy. Ooh, our first headpiece, nice. 12 cash. We can just leave that one because we already maxed out on both characters. Wonder if I can also set the move myself just by switching characters in between. We might need to do that if we're gonna fight some of the tougher opponents. Alright, let's heal up and save the game right here. Because if Lumina is near a Mana Stone, and there is a save point here, I'm pretty sure there's something big coming up right in the next screen. So I'm gonna leave the episode right here, and next time we're gonna see who and what Lumina actually is. And maybe if we need to prove ourselves worthy of that power. But that's going to be next time, and I do hope to see you there then. Until then, I wish you all a great night, morning, day, wherever you are. Till next time. Bye bye.